Let's go. Open up. It's time for parkour.
All right, time for my
daily
mandatory
parkour check. Hello.
It's over with.
You're late. You know the deal. You can do
Jump
the one
scare.
block jump for the raw chicken.
I really
or you
need to
can
fix the
attempt one block
overstimulation
vertical
chamber.
jump
It's
for
so
the
boring
beam.
now. It's
Here
not
in parkour
overstimulating anymore.
civilization, no one chooses to jump for the beam. It's better to
It's
be
not been
safe and do the
overstimulating in
one-block
ages.
jump for the chicken rather
Maybe
than
that'll
risk
be
your
like one of our
entire
little
life for
tasks
just
today.
half a
Maybe
hundred
we'll do
bar
that
more.
together.
Tomorrow, you
But
better
hang on.
know.
Hello. Hiya. I need to put my headphones on. I actually don't have my headphones on yet. Hang on. I'm also noticing that my music is still broken. What the hell? Why does it keep breaking on me and not playing? Ah. Where'd it go this time? Where the hell is it? Oh, it is playing. It's just ridiculously quiet. There we go. Hello. Let's get you guys there. You're all naked. You're just a black box. You're not meant to look like that. You're not meant to look like that. Try Superman. Not yet. No. Hang on. Hang on. Hold on. Hold on. Where's you guys? There you are. I need to get you dressed. Look at you. You're not even appropriately ready to hang out yet. Hold on. There we go. Yay. Hello. I'm gonna fan myself. Don't mind if you can hear that for a sec. It's warm in here. Hiya. It's only like 15 megabytes in your mobile phone, not sponsored. Well, I will try it soon. I remember you recommended it before. But yeah, I haven't tried it yet. How are you guys doing? Hi. Actually, to be fair, I don't know why I put my headphones on, because all I can hear via that is the music, and I'm not gonna listen to that half the time anyway. Because I'm gonna sit and eat my lunch with you guys. Hi, everybody. How are you? How's your weekend going? How was your week? Have you guys eaten today? I was serious when I said let's be lunch buddies. We're gonna sit here while I eat my lunch. Because I did say today that I was considering like doing a little stream of maybe playing like Genshin or HSR or Uma Musume for a couple hours. I don't know if I'll be there for 2 hours or like one, but this will be just like a short, chat hangout time. Just to like chill with you guys and do something for a little bit. But yeah, I haven't eaten yet, so we're gonna have my lunch. I made some bullshit. I love making some bullshit. Let me dip for a sec while I grab my phone. Hang on. Matete. There we go. Where did I also put my let's do Bluetooth headphone. Where the fuck is it? Where is it? There it is. Then I'll be able to hear the music. I just made some bullshit. I love making some bullshit. I love making my bullshit. It's my favorite activity. I've been making a lot of bullshit lately, to be honest. Like I usually make bullshit most of the time regardless, but it's been like new levels of bullshit we're hitting today. Or for this whole week, really. Because like with my ADHD meds, I tend to need to eat something that's like higher in fat in the morning in order to make sure that I can actually like that my body doesn't hate them. Because wait, where's my I'm trying to connect my headphone. But yeah, to make sure that my body doesn't hate them, because they're like glucose based, so they kind of like break down most of the fat that's inside your tummy, and then if I don't have anything in there, my body will just be like, oh, and then I'll feel nauseous and stuff, right? So I usually want to like drink milk or eat eggs or have cheese, stuff like that, or maybe like avocados in the morning with my breakfast, because I'm supposed to take them with breakfast anyway. So what I do for that usually, especially because I often cannot be fucking bothered to go make some full thing or like make like an omelet or something like that, is I just get whatever instant ramen I have, especially because a lot of the time my first meal of the day is around like lunchtime-ish. By the time I've actually sat and cooked it, and then I just dump a bunch of shit on it. Like if it's buldak, like the cheesy ones, then I'll normally put milk and cheese in there to make it all creamy. Or where are these headphones? Oh, there we go. My headphones playing. There we go. Or I'll pretty much always put an egg in there or something. But a lot of the time I just put that in the microwave and I just keep adding shit to it. One of my new favorites for that, for making my bullshit when it's ramen, is recently I grabbed this won't really apply if you're not British or just anywhere that doesn't have a Nando's, but I grabbed like the peri peri mayo from like the Nando's peri peri mayo from a grocery store or something. It's like a kind of like a slightly spicy mayo, right? It's not actually like spice, but just like a seasoned creamy mayo that's made to go with like spiced chicken and stuff. And I've been having Shin ramen, specifically the K-pop Demon Hunters one. And then I have that, and then with maybe some grated cheese in it, and an egg broken in there, and I dump in a big old dollop of the mayo, and then maybe sometimes some other bullshit on top, and it's so good. It like balances out the spice and everything, makes it a little creamy and stuff. It's so fucking good. Today I made, again, some bullshit, but this time I was thinking like, okay, I'll cook properly. And by that, I mean, I'll just make my bullshit in the rice cooker instead of in the microwave. So I just kind of threw a bunch of shit in with my rice. Like, I think I dropped in, like some soy sauce and sesame oil, a little bit of garlic and ginger and like salt and pepper. And then I chopped in like an onion and a red pepper because I didn't have any other vegetables, and like threw that all in, and then went back in a bit after it was done, and added a little bit of chicken stock and some more of all those same seasonings and some eggs and some cheese because it didn't feel like it had enough. Now I get to finally try it. It's still bullshit. Frankly, honestly, the ramen is better, but technically, at least I'm actually eating a vegetable this time. This is technically healthier somehow. For a moment, I thought you put noodles in the rice cooker and I kept screaming, no. I'm having rice in the rice cooker. Don't worry, I'm not quite that crazy. You're good. No, when I have noodles, either I do those on, you know, like in an actual pan, or sometimes if I feel especially lazy, then I'll just put them straight into like the bowl. Like I'll put them straight into a bowl with hot water and all the stuff, and then I'll do it in the microwave. Just like microwave it with the base seasoning and everything in it, and then take it out and add like my cheese or egg or whatever and stir it in and then put it back in the microwave, etc. No, rice cooker, no. No pony here putting noodles in a rice cooker. That's not what I'm doing. That's not what we're doing. Boiled water in a rice cooker. Like just to have water? Like you just wanted boiled water and you put it in your whole ass rice cooker? Why? Why? Do you not have like a kettle? Mildly concerned, but no, there's nothing to be concerned about. I'm like, for real. I'm literally saying I make normal things in my rice cooker, but sometimes I make ramen in the microwave. Because you can microwave instant ramen, you know. You put it in, like I boil water in the kettle, I put my ramen in a bowl with boiling water and the seasoning and stuff, and then I microwave it. If I want any other bullshit in it, then I'll take it out after it's cooked that much, and I'll add in like maybe cheese. I'll crack an egg in there and then stir it in and then put it back in until that's also cooked and stirred up. How are you? I'm good. There is no gas. But like, do you not have a kettle? Wait, oh, you're one of those kinds of like American and shit people where you use your kettles or whatever and shit on the hob. No. See, I'm British. I'm British, contrary to popular belief and contrary to the way my accent sounds half the time. I am British. We have an electric kettle. Only people who are nerds or old have kettles that you have to put on the hob with the gas and everything, like on your oven. But most of the time, you just have a regular electric kettle that you plug in for boiling your water. Do none of you own a fucking kettle? I know exactly the thing you're referencing. This is how I feel all the time, though. I honestly, genuinely, it's baffling to me how people live without them. I don't get it. I wonder who's the gas kettle nowadays. Exactly. Good afternoon, Serena. Hello, Savannah Antelier. Hiya. Yeah. I can't understand living life without a kettle. By the way, my bullshit has come out tasting pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I place heavy eyes on gas cooking rather than electricity. No. But what I'm saying is, if you have a rice cooker, why don't you have a kettle? Because in this situation, right, you had electricity but not gas because you were able to use your rice cooker. If you had a kettle, you'd be fine. Just saying. Also, no, Crimson, it's not a fire hazard. It's normal to rely on gas in general because it just means they have like a gas stove, which we have as well. But yeah, I don't understand people who live life without a kettle. I mean, like, I get that it just like is like that in a lot of places, but I can't get it, especially when people go to all the effort to boil microwave, like a boil microwave. Please don't boil a microwave. That'd be really dangerous. To boil water, like, on their fucking stove. I'm trying to cover up my little game controller. Boil water, like, on their stove or, in a like, a fucking microwave or something. It's like, dude, just get a kettle. Do have a kettle. I have nothing else to heat the water with. No, but why did you boil your water in a rice cooker if you have a kettle? I'm really confused. I got a kettle. It's really rarely, but when it's used, it spewed boils water. Yeah, that's a point, because that's the only job of a kettle. Boil a microwave and then microwave a kettle. No! That's how you get explosion. Rakigachi kitchen. Maybe we should do like a Rakigachi cooking show sometime. I should just like, it'd be like Overcooked, but IRL, which is a tiny little Rakigachis. You know, I wish I could do cooking hand cams. I've always thought they'd be really, really fun. I don't have the space, or money, the space or money in my room to have like a little cooking setup in here, but I would love to one day if I could figure it out, like a way to have a little mini cooking thing in my room, or to set up a camera or something in the kitchen. Neri and I have thought about it before as well, because we thought it'd be funny to cook together, especially since that mostly means I'd be cooking. Because we like to do, sometimes we like to follow stupid little recipes from stuff we like. I've talked before about how I make honey cakes, mighty Honkai Star Rail style. I like doing 𝘆cie𝘂𝗿 that involves cooking. I'm like constantly trying to perfect my recipes so I can make them fluffier and fluffier. And I think something like that would be fun to stream. Or trying to recreate recipes from other anime and stuff in general. Like, I really want, there's a Genshin Impact cookbook that I really, really want because it looks really good and I've heard good things about it. A lot of games and shows and stuff have their own cookbooks like that. I'd love to try 𝘆cie𝘂𝗿 ones one day. But also, Neri and I sometimes try really bad ones. Like, if you're a fan of Precure, our favorite Precure season is Kira Kira Precure a la mode. And at the end of almost every episode, there's a little recipe for a sweet treat you can bake. And sometimes they just have extra ones because it's all based around baking and being a patissiere and making sweets and stuff. But the recipes that they actually provide you, if you go look for them, are a little bit fucked and not quite right, and also sometimes get messed up in translation because they're only available in Japanese. So Neri and I found one once. We found one for a Yule log, a roll cake, to have at Christmas, and we tried to follow it, and we were like, yeah, we know some of these things probably aren't going to be quite right, but we are going to follow the recipe exactly for funnies. And it was so bad. It was genuinely inedible. I tried so hard to make it. It did not even slightly resemble the cake it was going for, and we just couldn't eat it. I had to throw it all away at the end, no matter what I did. It was awesome, and I thought that was very fun. Netsura cooking! Yes, I do play HSR. There's a couple streams of it so far. In fact, I was debating playing it today because I was considering today we're just gonna hang out for like an hour or two, just like chat and have lunch and everything, so we can have a little fun time together, and also because I wanted to do something this weekend, even though I'm really, really busy, so that's why we're not doing like a bigger art stream or MS Paint stream or something this weekend. But I was considering hopping into HSR or Genshin or Uma Musume to do my dailies. In fact, let me open HSR now, actually, because I need to show you guys my fucking polls. I need to show you Sparkle. Oh, whoa. Why did my face die right as Una said? Hang on. Mate. Hold on. Why does it have to be now that everything broke? Hang on. There we go. Hi, Uno! Thank you for the gifted Uno. Yippee! Thank you. Oh my gosh. I'm pretty sleepy, so I won't be able to stay long. That's okay. That's okay. Thank you for stopping by. It's always nice to see you anyway. And thank you so much for the gifted. Who got it? Who got it? Oh, Existing. Welcome to Mincy, Existing. Now you're a superstar, supernova. I don't know which one it was. Yay! Yippee, yippee, yippee! Thank you. No. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I forgot what to say. Right, yeah, I'm gonna open HSR. Oh my god. It still feels insane anytime someone gives gifted to me, to be honest. I'm like, whoa, you like actually, whoa, that's crazy. Nom, 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 nom. Alright, you know what? I'm very glad with my recipe for bullshit today. This tastes pretty fucking good. I will admit, a little bit messy. I could definitely make this recipe better, but considering I had like fucking nothing to work with, it's decent. I might make rice bullshit like this again. Takes way longer than making my bullshit ramen, but at least it's technically healthier and I also have more left over, so. The sheer existence of the gifted damaged everything. Yeah, Uno is just raw presence. Uno's aura. Uno's complete total fucking aura broke me. Okay. Hello, Hoyoverse Launcher. But yeah, maybe I'll hop into Star Rail for a little bit and do some dailies. Well, I say do dailies, but I don't think I've ever done my dailies in Star Rail on purpose in my life. In Genshin I do, but again, same as with the combat in HSR in general, I just don't do what doesn't spark joy, so I've never actually looked. But what I might do is try and build 𝘆cie a little bit, because I got really lucky. I only had like 40 pulls that I just happened to have, right? Because yeah, I just had a few on me, a few that were like leftover and stuff. And I mentioned, I think last time we played, that I wasn't gonna, pull or anything right away because I wanted to wait until 𝘆cie was here. I was excited for her. I kind of wanted her. She seems Emmy core. And I was, so I went and pulled for her with like 40 pulls, which means I had like 4 10 pulls. And I think in 2 of them, I got 𝘆cie and a handful of other 4/7 stuff. And then I was like, oh, okay, wow, that's fucking crazy. Well, let me go throw, maybe I'll do a 10 pull on the 𝘆cie banner as well, because she's pretty. And then I immediately fucking got her. And then went, did a last pull on the light cone, and I didn't get, I think I only got the Mighty Booty Cheeks light cone. Oh my god, they're getting loud as hell. Hang on. Oh, who's leaving? Wait, hang on. It's not letting me look at chat properly. Mate. I have a job interview and I'm excited. Oh my gosh, good luck, Eddie. That's awesome. Yippee! I'm cheering for you, Eddie. You got this. You're gonna be so fucking goated. Also, bye-bye, Rachel. Have a very lucky day. I've been thinking about becoming a VTuber just for fun. Do you have any tips? I do, actually. Hang on, but let me get HSR to be quiet first. Why is this game so loud? Oh my god. I opened it up and it's like blasting in my ear. Oh my god, why is it so loud? Dear god. I know you guys can't see it yet, but it's loud as hell for me. Why is that still loud? That's crazy. Okay, hang on. Hold on. Really take Star co-op like Genshin. Yeah, it'd be very fun. Okay. Let me go here. You want to do that? Oh, I forgot that I have to. This game was stupid like that. Oh my god, hang on. Guys, do you think if I close OBS temporarily, the stream will stop? Hang on. If I close OBS while streaming, will stream continue? Hold on. Yeah, so HSR is really fucking annoying, and for some reason, you often have to run OBS as an administrator and do a whole bunch of extra bullshit just to get it to actually capture, and I have no idea why. None of the other games are like this. Genshin works fine, and almost everything else that I have like that works fine. Um. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm not gonna be able to close it. It will just stop the thing. Man. This fucking app hates me. Everything hates me. These are all anti-Emmy. It's all anti-Emmy me. It's literally specifically me targeted. Clearly, obviously. I run OBS administrator for loading everything now just in case. Yeah, I only ever have issues with it with HSR, and I know it's a known issue with HSR. I never have to worry about it with anything else. Okay, well, let's not do HSR because I can't be bothered to deal with all that. Let me exit out of that and we'll pick something else. Hang on. Hold on. I have dailies to do with like Genshin and Musume and stuff anyway. Can this game close? Get me out. Okay, well, anyway, right. Uno was asking about being a VTuber, asking if I had any tips, right? Let me see what I missed in chat. Was thinking about becoming a VTuber just for fun. Do you have any tips? Yes, I do. So, honestly, it's a little hard to put broadly because there are a lot of things. There's a lot of little tips and lessons that I've learned over time that I can give. I mean, you can ask any of my other friends, like the hyperspace homies, that have gotten into VTubing through me, that I'll just constantly be telling them, oh, don't do this thing, or do this thing, or also you should consider this thing. So there's a lot that I can give as we go on. Somebody said Genshin. I did. I might log in to do my Genshin dailies while we're here for a bit. But I think my first tip that you will hear from a lot of people, but it really is true. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. Don't spend all your money. When you're first getting started, you do not need to spend big money. You do not need to even have a debut, actually. I personally think. You don't need to do anything big until you are ready. I think, like, especially if you aren't a streamer usually, regardless of whether you're a VTuber or not, it's good to actually get a feel for how much you like doing this stuff first before you dump anything into it. Like, I think making my own model, that is a very good idea. It's definitely very fun. I really like being the person who's like the artist and rigger for my own model. It's really handy. That's why I'm making my own model. Yeah. Because honestly, not only is it the money part of that makes it cool, but it's just really fun. And it means whenever you want to, you can add whatever you want. You can change your design. You can mess around with it. You can add assets and stuff. It's really nice to be entirely in control of it. You know, like in general, you really don't need to spend as much money as people make it out to be. Not only is there the model, but there's a billion free assets you can find out there for background music, for like your overlays, for thumbnail assets and stuff like that, all kinds of things. There's so many free things you can find around. I recommend looking through just free VTuber, whatever term, like background or BGM or something like that, on Twitter. You can also find a lot on VGen, which is my main recommendation. You can also find a lot of people post them on Ko-fi. And there are a lot of people who do these kinds of things on like Etsy and Fiverr, but I would be more careful with those two because those two sites are very full of AI. I recommend, and you know, Twitter can be as well, but I highly recommend searching VGen for stuff like this, or searching for artists on Twitter and stuff like that and seeing if they also have links to Ko-fi and VGen and stuff. Because since VGen is invite only, it has to be people who are verified as artists there already, who give the invites out to other people and so on and so forth. It's much less likely that you'll run into AI. But yeah, there's a lot of free things you can get. Honestly, when I started streaming, I doubt I spent any more than like 20, maybe at most 30 quid on my total stream setup, including what I have now. Because when I first started my first stream, I believe I did buy the overlay that I use, like, you know how it says live at the top like that, and my little chat thing. I bought an overlay pack for that. I think it was like £10-15 maybe, but that also had 4 separate background things in it from this one artist. If I wanted an individual one, it'd be cheaper, it'd probably be free, because a lot of the other ones that I considered were entirely free. I looked through a few before I settled on this one. But yeah, so I bought one like that, and I also looked specifically for one where I was allowed to edit the colors if I wanted, so I made it my colors that way, so I didn't even need to go and get anything custom. And I've had that ever since. I didn't pay for a chat at first. There's a lot of different widgets you can find online to use that. If you stream using Streamlabs, you can also do it that way, but I don't personally like Streamlabs. I just find it really annoying. Eventually I did buy the chat overlay, like, you know, the chat aesthetic that you guys see now, and I think that cost me like a tenner or maybe 15, but I bought that like a few months in because at first I really didn't need to. And other than that, I don't think I spent any money at the start. And it was definitely very helpful. Because, yeah, the thing is, like I said, it's like, you know, not just that you don't want to waste your money, but, like, it's important that you figure out what you like, and you can only fully figure out what you like and how you feel doing this stuff once you get experience. The thing about streaming is you will learn something new every single day, including being a VTuber or a PNG tuber or anything. Yeah, PNG tuber is also good if you don't have the means of investing into a VTuber model. Even money aside, if you don't have like the time or you feel skill to make a VTuber model, I highly recommend starting off as a PNG tuber. And in fact, most of the huge VTubers that you will have as your main references or that you know, either started off as PNGs or started off with really scuffed cheap models and everything, especially if they're indie. You can look back through the early stuff and they'll look entirely different. You won't figure out exactly what you want your branding, your image, your content and stuff to be until you're way into it and explore with everything. So don't box yourself into anything until you feel ready. Obviously, I'm lucky in my case that the way that I am designed and the way that I work is specifically based around me doing whatever I want and changing all the time. But even aside from, I just realized I forgot to shut my window. Sorry if you guys can hear birds. But even aside from that, like, it took a while for me to figure out, like, oh, I like doing streams of this and this length, or I need to stream on these and these days, and these ones I don't like, or I like doing this kind of content, maybe not so much this kind, or I need to do this in order to rest my voice, etc. You'll figure it out with time. So don't box yourself into a certain aesthetic or certain content style or any certain pattern until you've just explored. It's okay to fail and do trial and error. That is all of what streaming is. It is a lot of trial and error and just constant learning. And if you let yourself enjoy the constant learning going back and forth, then you'll find it really fun. What was the other tip I was gonna give? There was something else that I was gonna, because I know these are pretty broad at the moment, but these are main things that I tried to keep in mind at the start. There was something else I was gonna say. I think hang on, let me close my window, it's bothering me up. There we go, my loud ass window. I think another thing that, oh, my ads are coming up, go away. Oh, I lost my sentence. I lost the sentence I was just about to say. Fuck, I was gonna give a whole tip, but then it just disappeared. Ah! Oh, right. Thanks a lot for the advice. Can I post progress updates in the Discord? Absolutely. Go ahead. I'd love to see it. I love seeing you guys start getting into VTubing and stuff like that. Especially when it's when you've gotten into it through me and stuff. And I love supporting you guys and seeing everything you create. And I'd love to be there for your streams and stuff too. Hi, OMG, it's been so long since I've been in your lives. Hello. But right, yes, one of the big tips I was gonna give, because a lot of tips are easier to give than something specific. Like if you ask me, oh, what were your tips about thumbnails? What are your tips about chatting, etc., etc., then I can be more specific. But one thing that I think is important is the stream, like, how to put it? Talking is harder than a lot of people think it is. They underestimate how much of a skill it actually is to learn to yap the way that a streamer can, especially for hours straight, or especially if you do like long streams and stuff, and in an engaging way. It is a skill you develop over time. And mind you, I don't want to scare you out of it. I don't want to make anyone think like, yeah, no, you can't talk good. And obviously in my case, half of the reason I yap so much is because I'm a yapper anyway. My brain's just always moving. But there will be at least a little bit of a learning curve in trying to talk entertainingly in an engaging way and like keep up with chat and everything and keep interest going. And you kind of have to let yourself go into it humbly so that you're aware of that, if that makes any sense. I think a lot of people start it because they're like, yeah, I think streaming would be fun. And then they start and realize they're like, shit, I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know what to say. It's just kind of quiet. And I'm like waiting, or they'll fall into the mistake of waiting for chat to say something for them to bounce up before they start. But especially if you're entirely new and you don't really have people in your chat, then there's not going to be anyone saying anything. So then you're silent and you wait for somebody new to come. You're like sitting there and then it's like, oh, there's a person here. Hi. And then like, that's it. And you're hoping they might say something, but the person isn't hearing you say anything themselves. So then they're gone. Sounds intimidating. Super willing to get go. Yeah. No, don't worry. I promise, like, how to put it, it's like, I don't think talking itself is intimidating. I think it's just that people need to be aware that that is something they will have to learn over time as well. That like, you know, talking for long hours also takes effort if you want to be entertaining. it's kind of the same as how, like, you know, public speaking is a skill you learn even if you already know how to speak, right? Like, a lot of people can speak, but not everyone can give like a TED talk super well because they're not, you know, well versed in that. Or somebody could chat to you for ages, but then when they're supposed to give like a presentation in class, they're like So I think rather than being scared of it, I wish more people would be comfortably aware of that so that they're okay with practicing and stuff, because it's like everyone has to keep practicing and working at it. But I think people will often fall into that mistake and then not say anything, or not, like, you know, don't realize that they don't know what to say at first, and then once they actually notice that they like weren't ready for that, then they'll just be really demotivated and think like, oh man, I can't do this, it's just awkward, I suck, when that's really not the case. It just takes some learning. It comes easier to some people than others. You can also be a VTuber and not make live content. You can also work on pre-recorded content when you have more control over things. Yes, that's true. VTuber literally just means a virtual YouTuber. And in this day and age, when you don't even have to be on YouTube, it just means a virtual content creator of any kind. So along with what I said about not boxing yourself into any certain type of content or aesthetic or something like that, that counts with not necessarily having to stream or anything as well. You don't have to stream any certain amount of hours or any certain type of games or make any certain thing. You can do stuff entirely pre-recorded. The first VTuber, or at least the mother of VTubers as we know them, Kizuna Ai, was not a live streamer herself. She only started streaming like a good year or two into her career when streaming started taking off a little bit more on YouTube, and she in fact used to have it on a whole separate channel and just do it sometimes. It took a while before she did that, and she used to do entirely just pre-recorded content. And a lot of people do pre-recorded content. And just because you see a lot of VTubers doing, certain amounts of zatsus or games or whatever, doesn't mean you have to do them. You don't necessarily have to do whatever's trending, etc. Literally just trial and error and figure out what you enjoy and how you could make that into content, rather than trying to put yourself in any certain limited box or do what you think is expected of a VTuber, quote unquote, to do. Because you won't know until you try, and you'll have a much more fun time for you and a much more entertaining time for other people if it's something you're passionate about that you can then share with other people, rather than trying to stretch yourself to what you think other people will enjoy. But yeah, so for talking and stuff, it comes with time. Yapping comes more naturally to some people than others, but I think people just need to be more aware that it takes a little effort to learn at first, that you might have to learn how to cover up for dead moments and stuff, and like entertain. Yeah, it's a little different to when you're just talking with a regular person, because there's nobody responding to you in real life. You are talking to a chat who is typing back at you, and sometimes they won't even necessarily say anything straight away. So you kind of have to get comfortable with that. I've seen tips for this before with the chatting thing I was saying, but I recommend you kind of have to practice at it, but it's good to practice while you're streaming with just like not having inside thoughts. Like, that's a really stupid way to put it, right? But I think you kind of have to learn to just let everything you think out. And obviously it's good to have a filter anyway. But for example, say you're playing a game and you're looking around, you haven't said anything yet. You're playing a game, even if it's entirely unrelated, you see a cat on the side. Your brain might go down a few different like trains of thought there. But when you're just like sitting there normally playing, it'll have these little thoughts that just pass by you, and then you'll go on and say whatever's important. Like you might see a cat and think like, oh, there's a cat. So, but what you need to do as a streamer, if you don't have anything to say, is look at it, think, oh, there's a cat. Wow, I like cats. I have a cat, or I used to know a cat. It's this color of cat. That reminds me of this cat. What are your favorite kinds of cat, etc. You just kind of let all of your thoughts out, because otherwise you'll realize that you regularly, when you're playing something or doing something yourself, you keep a lot of it in until you find something specific to say. But yeah, you kind of just gotta learn to yap. You kind of gotta learn to ramble. I do want to do VTuber stuff, but I've also been thinking of doing cozy video diaries, which feels incongruous, but I don't want to limit myself. No, I think you could totally do that as a VTuber. And again, yeah, don't limit yourself. You can do literally anything you want at all. You can do whatever you want. You can try any kinds of content. There's VTuber in every single thing, because also, again, it's just a content creator that is virtual. There's no limits to it. That's exactly why I love VTubing. I think a lot of people get in this idea that it's a certain specific type of job and way you have to act, especially now that they've gotten more synonymous with idols to a lot of people. But it really just means that you're virtual. So you can do whatever you want. And I love finding VTubers who do stuff that isn't the norm as well. Makes me so happy. Alternatively, you can theorize as to the backstory of the cat and improvise a story. See, exactly. There's like a billion ways you can think of it. But it's one of those things that, like I was saying, where you kind of learn over time how to make interest out of little stuff. Obviously, you don't need to be talking every single second of a stream. In fact, a lot of people that I watch will be quiet for a lot of it, and that's what makes them comfortable. That's what makes them comfy to watch. But yeah, chatting is a skill that takes time to learn when you're streaming, because it's just the same as any public talking. So yeah, my point there is not to intimidate you out of it, but rather to say, be comfortable with the fact that you will have a lot of learning to do, as anyone does. Also, tip, please take care of yourself. Like, that feels obvious. That feels really obvious, but you do not realize how much you need to care for yourself if you're streaming regularly, because it feels like such a nothing job, right? It feels like such a nothing job where you just sit around and have fun, but you need to look after yourself. And you might hear that and think just like, oh, be safe online, or like, you know, consider your feelings. Don't just like overwork yourself entirely. Be safe. But there's a lot of things that I think you should keep in mind, especially depending on how long you're streaming for and if you do other things at the same time. Figuring out your schedule and when you want to stream and how long is something you'll just have to do trial and error for, but try to make sure that you are balancing it with your regular life and with the work you want to do otherwise. Like me personally, I am also a singer, you know, I'm also a singer and like an artist and a songwriter and everything, but it's because some of those other things use my voice, like singing, I have to be really careful with my schedule sometimes to make sure that I don't overdo it, because your voice is so easy to mess up. It is so easy to mess up and takes so long to get it back to normal. And even if you're not a streamer that goes like 10 hours the way that I used to do all the time, and I still wish I could. You guys, I want to be back to streaming 6 to 10 hours every day so fucking bad, you have no idea. But even if you're not streaming all those levels of time, if you're streaming regularly, you should try and look after your voice consciously, because the voice is very easy to break. Especially if you're not used to yapping that long as well. Because you'll think about it at first and think, well, yeah, like chatting to someone while I play Genshin or something for 2-3 hours, that's not hard. I just do that with my friends. But when you are the only person speaking, and especially if you're speaking to a chat where there's like multiple people talking to you, so you're replying to them all, so there's like very few breaks in your speech, then that is you using your voice like just continuously for 3 hours straight, which is a whole different thing. Especially when that whole time, it's not like you're just like, I don't know, lazing around in a Discord call with friends or something. You're like, your brain is like on because you're trying to, well, even if you're not trying super hard, you're like entertaining and focused, you know? So that is a lot of work on your voice. I would recommend, if you're starting out and you don't normally talk much, if you notice any like straining or something, I used to actually do vocal warm-ups before each of my streams. I definitely recommend doing a vocal warm-up before you do a long one. You can find like 10-minute vocal warm-ups to do on YouTube, but I recommend them before you do long ones. I suggest that you drink tea. Throat coat is my fucking goat. I highly recommend it. A lot of VTubers that I know drink it all the time as well, especially if you're gonna have long streams. I recommend tea, like throat coat, especially if you have it with honey or something, or sometimes I like to make my own throat soothing teas if I don't have that. Like today I had my usual recipe, which is honey and then some lemon juice and a little bit of ginger. And also try not to strain it around when you're gonna stream. You should not wake up in the morning and go and like belt karaoke in your car or something and then get in the stream and then go yapping. You need to rest your voice. And also make sure that you're stretching and everything and getting outside enough around streaming. Because if you're sitting at your desk, like I already sit at my desk too much, but if you're sitting down every single day to do all this, then you need to make sure that you take breaks to stretch and stuff and drink water and everything in between and walk around enough during your day. Vocal warm-ups a good idea? Yeah. Vocal warm-ups are a good idea, definitely. I don't always do them now, and I really need to get back into them again, to be honest. I've been slacking. But I definitely recommend them if you do longer streams or just in general if you start to notice any kinds of issues. Because it doesn't take long anyway. You can just kind of do it while you're getting your breakfast or while you're starting soon and sitting up and stuff. Yeah, and they're very helpful. They're very helpful. Oh! Also, tips. Bonus tips that are more on the technical side. Speaking of starting soon and stuff. Even though you don't need all of the usual VTuber stuff just to start a stream, I do personally really like having a starting and ending screen, but you can make those out of literally anything. It can just be some random fucking image you found if you want. Because a starting screen is nice so that you have a sec to like press go live and then make sure that you've got like your headphones on, your door closed, all those kinds of things. Ending is nice so that when you say bye, you have a sec for everyone in chat to catch up regardless of their delay and see them say bye before you end the stream suddenly. But For stuff like thumbnails, I recommend either you use whatever drawing program you have. Like I make most of my thumbnails in Clip Studio Paint, or also I use Canva. Canva has a pro version, and a lot of the free stuff can be really limited, but I highly recommend it if you want like text or any random extra details to add onto it. If I yapped about thumbnails, we'd be here for like 3 more hours because I'm a little bit of a nerd about them. I like being a nerd about all of the behind the scenes of VTubing and streaming. And I've been working hard to try and improve my thumbnails and study how to do graphic design lately. But yeah, I recommend stuff like that if you're curious about software. For streaming, I just use OBS. I don't really like Streamlabs or anything. I feel like it just kind of overcomplicates a lot of it and like is, what's the word? I don't know how to put it. It's just kind of overpacked with features that kind of makes things a little bit harder in the long run. But I suggest OBS. Creating a stream schedule is good. Although I will say, whether you need a stream schedule or not is up to you, and it's something you'll figure out over time. If you can't get a schedule, by the way, if you don't have like a graphic for it, you don't necessarily need some pretty graphic to make one. When I started, I would just like write out my schedule and post it on Twitter just as a regular tweet with a couple emojis and stuff in it. But I think personally a stream schedule is nice because I like the organization for my sake. Also, hi William Evans, everyone corpse. Hello to everyone I haven't said hi yet while I'm yapping. I like having a stream schedule for my own sake personally. I just find it really helpful because I sit down on Sunday, if I haven't made it any sooner in the week. Every Sunday evening, I sit down, I plan out my schedule for the week, and I make all my thumbnails and I queue them all up on YouTube. Obviously, if you're a Twitch streamer, you won't need this. And for some YouTube streamers, they don't even use different thumbnails anyway, or don't like scheduling their stuff in advance. But I personally find that it's very helpful for my own organization to do it that way, because then I know exactly what I want to do for the week and I can plan out the rest of my time around it. Like I can sit down and think, okay, this week I have this and this art thing I need to do, or like this way that I want to hang out with this person. So if I stream on these days and these days, then I'll be able to get it done. Whereas if I leave that otherwise, even though some people just kind of like stream whenever they feel like it or whenever they feel like they have the time, I know that I won't. I won't do it if it's not scheduled all the time, because I'll just forget, or I'll be like, oh, maybe I should set that up later and not decide. So making myself do it at the end of the week is a nice way to just have that all prepared and everything, and it gives me something to look forward to. And having them all scheduled on YouTube, personally, I like it because it means that everyone else can see what you're doing this week and see which ones I'll be able to join in and stuff for, you know? It's nice to have it all prepared. But obviously that's up to you. Some people don't have schedules at all and just prefer to do their stuff their own way, or schedule a stream in advance whenever they happen to be able to. You'll figure that out with time. But yeah, I personally like it. I think it's helpful for feeling organized, especially when you're getting started. If you're trying to go for consistency and like getting yourself into the habit of streaming regularly, then having a schedule is helpful for you as much as for anyone else. If you want to try and be consistent in that way as well, and have a schedule that's like useful for other people, then it's good to try and stream at a similar time each day that you stream. If you have certain specific days that you do stuff as well, that's also helpful, because it means even without your schedule, people will think like, oh, you know, this is around the Emmy time. This is the Emmy day. Like how I always do a game on Mondays, and that's partially for myself as well, which is also important to consider your schedule as well. Do what makes you happy. Like I generally avoid streaming on Sundays because I pretty much always stream on a Monday with a game. So if I stream on Sunday, or at least stream for the whole day, or especially if I'm doing like a work thing like art, I don't like it as much because the weeks kind of blend together for me, and I like having the clear like gap between them for me mentally. But I pretty much always do a gaming stream on Monday, and then the middle of the week is normally where I do more work stuff, and then I have like a weekend MS Paint thing, although I haven't been able to do that in a while. So having that kind of pattern to look forward to is nice for your own life schedule, to keep organized and make things easy. It's for other people to look forward to, and other people to recognize like, oh, it's the weekend, that means doing MS Paint. Or if you want to promote yourself other places, you can say, hey, I do this thing every this and this day. And having a consistent time just means you can figure out you'll have an easier time figuring out like gathering an audience if you have a regular time that you stream at as well. Because obviously if you stream for a long time, or you stream it multiple times of the day, then yeah, there's going to be some people in some time zones that catch some of them and some in others. But doing it consistently is more important, because people will just get used to that being your time, and you'll start to reach more audience who's around that time and gather, you know, more people who are always there. Canva's pretty cool. I use it for my graphic design stuff. Yeah, so I recommend using it for thumbnails. It's very handy. Bye, Amy. Gonna go sleep. Bye, Nuxel. Bye-bye. Like yesterday, Amy. Thank you for the offer of the thumbnail. I'm super thankful everyone else is giving advice too. Yeah, you guys are all giving great advice in chat as well. I really appreciate it. I like when you guys share and help each other. Yeah, I am such a yapper. So I think I'll stop my advice there for now. If you want more of any kind, especially with specific things, feel free to ask me at any point in any stream or in Discord or something like that, because I am totally happy to give advice about this, and I like helping people start with their stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of things. So a lot of it is just that you will keep learning forever. I think every single day I end up with a new tip or thing that I've learned as a VTuber. Just came to say hi. Might be back later. Oh, well, thank you for stopping by, William Afton said, Ribbon Corpse. Okay. Let me open... Don't want to open... I don't open Genshin. Let me open Genshin. It's only been an hour of yapping. Yeah, I mean, that is what a Zatsu is. That is what a chatting stream is. Thanks, I mean, of course, thank you, everyone. Yay, thank you for the question. It was fun to talk about. And it gave me time for my bullshit to cool down. So now I can eat my rice. Yeah, I gotta say, this bullshit recipe, at least like a 7 out of 10. I have made better bullshit. I have made cooler bullshit. And I could have made it better if I had more stuff. But it's definitely fucking good. I do not regret this bullshit. I struggle with schedules myself, but can't gorilla stream when small because no one will come. I mean, yeah, that happens sometimes. Although, to be fair, I think you can gorilla stream when you're small. It's just tricky because obviously being a small VTuber is a challenge in itself and trying to figure out what works best for you and what you can do, especially depending on your platform as well. If you're starting out from nothing, then there is always going to be a big curve, like a big learning curve of trying to start and like gather an audience altogether. Because when they're scheduled, especially if, you know, like you're on YouTube, then that means if anyone does know you, say if you have followers somewhere else, then they can look forward to it. Or maybe someone, if you're lucky, some random person might see it and like see the notify thing and be like, oh, that looks interesting. But, how to put it? So let me open the game. One sec. I'm trying to make sure Genshin opens without crashing like it just started. Because it actually crashed even before I was dealing with it going invisible, by the way. It's on a white screen and I don't want to press it in case it breaks. Hey, Genshin? Genshin, please? Genshin, please? Pretty please? Well, while Genshin is doing that, I will say, yeah, I think having scheduled streams is more helpful for the viewers that you already do have, right? And for people that you already know, because they'll see that they'll see what you have scheduled and be like, oh, I'm gonna go attend this thing, or oh, Emmy's doing this thing next week. I'm gonna be there. Notify me, or like, oh, Emmy's doing this later. I'll come watch. It's helpful for the people that already are subscribed to you or already know you through other platforms and stuff, especially if you're promoting on other places. You can say, hey, I'm going to do this in a couple hours. Even if it's people who don't know you who find you through other places, they might say, look at your Twitter because they see like your art or something, and then see that you're streaming tomorrow or like in a few hours or something, and they'll be like, oh, wait, hang on, I'll go check that out later. But I don't necessarily think scheduling things instead of Genshin, please. Genshin, please.
I just came up with an
Fuck you,
awesome
mean
new
to
riff.
be
Wanna hear it?
Administrator. It didn't need me to be an administrator before. What? Genshin, I'm begging you. I swear Genshin didn't need me to be an administrator last time. It was oh, wait. I did Genshin on my iPad last time. Oh my god, bruh. Oh my god, bruh. Okay, let's do my daily instead. Okay. Let me close the fucking Hoyo launcher and open. Where is it? Where's Umamusume? There's Umamusume. But yeah, I don't necessarily think, for the most part, that schedules are necessary for trying to find new people, because when it's people who are entirely new, like if they just come across you on YouTube or something random like that, they are less likely to come by for something that's scheduled in advance because they don't know you yet. So they're, it's like they don't necessarily have a particular reason to care if something is scheduled in advance. With finding new people, going guerrilla is fine because what matters just to them is that you are actively live. Most people are more likely to click on a random stream they found that is currently live than one that they saw scheduled for later from someone they don't know. Which is also why, working on going on Twitch works fine, because on Twitch people generally don't have schedules at all, or at least you can't schedule a stream in advance. You can just put a little list of what you're going to do, like a schedule graphic. And then you just go on there and look around for people that are live. The reason it's trickier with YouTube, I know my face is moving around the moment right now as well. The reason it's trickier with YouTube is because on YouTube you're competing with regular videos, whereas on Twitch people go there specifically just to watch a live stream. So they, they're looking for something live to watch, even if they're not looking for their current fave or whatever. Whereas on YouTube people go there to watch something, normally not specifically for something live. So it's trickier to have your reach. But yeah, if as someone starting out with nothing, figuring out whether you prefer schedules or guerrilla stuff for is entirely up to you. Obviously, if you want people who already know you to be able to see your streams, then schedules are helpful. If you prefer doing it guerrilla, then don't let that hold you back into guerrilla, because you will still find people eventually. But it is tricky. Can Musume please open? I just want to play like half an hour of a game I like or something before I go do my work, bro. Is that too much to ask? Is it too much to ask? Am I being greedy? Am I being greedy? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, Musume is loading. Slowly. But yeah, so like I said, I personally, obviously there are a handful of benefits to schedules, and like I said, I like everyone who knows me being able to see what's there, or sometimes people coming to look at my channel because they're curious and then seeing oh, I'm streaming this in these days, I'll go look, and I just kind of think it looks nice as well. And I like knowing for me that sake of organization, because I'm very unlikely to do guerrilla streams overall, especially because I'm kind of I care too much about my thumbnails and stuff like that. So all the time it takes to set that extra stuff up, or consider whether I have time or not. I don't have very good time management during a regular day, so trying to think, oh, maybe I'll play this game for a few hours later, maybe I'll do an art thing later. It's if it's in the middle of the day, then I'll just spend too long thinking, oh, do I have time, do I not have time, do I have time, could I do this thing, and then I won't do it. So I'll forget to stream it together, and then I'll feel bad because I like streaming. But for some people, doing it guerrilla works better for them, for the sake of is the game loud? For the sake of their time and their own organizing their streams. My fucking chat pop-up thing with OBS just refuses to open today, by the way. Oh, fuck you! I'm gonna have to go to my— oh, wait, I forgot! Pro tip for streamers. Personally, I have 2 monitors on my desk now. I only got 2 recently. I only got the second one not that long ago. So I have 2 monitors on my desk now. So the way that I have my stream set up, and you can do this if you have to, is that I have my game or whatever it is I'm doing on the main one right in front of me. Oh, is that a Maya Vega? Yes, it is. It's a Maya Vega. I forgot that she was out now. But yeah, I have my game or whatever on the main monitor in front of me, and then I have one that's slightly tilted a little bit to the side, where I have OBS open, and I have my PNG app there and everything. And also, I tend to pop out the built-in chat dock that comes with OBS and have that there. I find the chat thing on there a little annoying, but we will. But what I used to do, because I did not have 2 before, I have 2 for drawing. Oh, okay, well, you're set then. Yeah, that's the way that I tend to set it up, so that my game and everything is on the main one that I can see all the time, but my OBS is over to the side, so, I can check how the stream's going and everything. I can read chat, stuff like that. But if you don't have 2 monitors for any pony, any gachi who's getting into streaming, I used to just have, obviously all my stuff open on the main thing, and then I would open the stream myself on my phone, and then just full screen the chat, so I can look at chat that way, and just put my phone to the side in front of me. That was my personal way of looking at chat, because if you have it over the top of something, it's just gonna, disappear if you're playing a game full screen. It's gonna get in your way other ways. So I used to have it on my phone. But I recommend the second you can find an alternative, such as having 2 monitors or something like that, or maybe covering it up, looking at your chat in OBS or something is better overall. Partially just because, you know, it'll load quicker, you won't be looking at the delay and everything, you'll be seeing it properly. And partially because, big streamer pro tip, do not spend your time looking at your CCV. Do not look at your concurrent viewer count. Ever. Keep your eyes off of it. You can look at it from once in a while, but keep your eyes off of it. Keep your eyes off of it. And if you're looking at chat via your phone, then you will see it in the top all of the time, and it's not good for you. Even if you're getting good numbers or consistent ones, or you think like, yeah, you know, I'm not gonna put too much weight on how much I have for a specific thing, you will start thinking about it eventually. That is just the nature of doing content like this, especially when on YouTube, like every single time you finish a stream, it tells you exactly how many views, your subs and stuff. The second you open YouTube Studio, it's like, oh, your numbers are doing this much better than last time, or this much worse than last time, with a big red arrow or everything for each week. You will notice this stuff eventually, even if you're normal about it. Like, personally, I don't put much weight on my views and numbers and everything like that, but it is still present. And once I got a second monitor and could open chat on OBS and just not see the exact CCV, it genuinely did so much better for my mental health. I didn't even realize that I was struggling with it before. Good number make me go brr. Yeah, except it doesn't. It doesn't. When you're doing stuff like this and you're doing streaming and everything, the good number will not make your brain go brr. It'll make your brain go anxious, and the bad number will make your brain feel like you're bad. But the thing about CCV is it changes so constantly, and so much of streaming and getting an audience is just going to be based on luck and all kinds of vibes. Like, if you think about it, when you're watching a stream, right? Especially because as the streamer, your brain won't necessarily follow the same logic that you know is wise otherwise. But when you're watching a stream, you're not paying attention to exactly how many people there are in at any point. And when there's, right now, from the way you guys have been chatting, right, you can't necessarily tell when 1 or 2 people come and go from this chat, because people come and go all the time. If you're watching a stream, you're not always going to be exactly present in chat, right? Because you get up to pee, you might get up to go have a drink, you might just like be listening to the stream in the background while you're doing something, you might have stopped to say a message, then gone back to focusing on whatever you were doing and just be lurking. You might close the stream for something, to go watch something, and then maybe come back later, and that's all normal. And on your end, that does not feel like you're, you know, paying any less attention to the stream, and it doesn't feel like you're not enjoying it. I do that all the time. Most streams that I watch, I'm only like half present and everything. But when you're on the other side, and all you see to represent that is a number going up and down, maybe going from 6, let's see, from 6 to 7, and then I stop myself. From like 7 to 8, and then like from 7 to 6, or then from 8 to 9, and then back to 6 or something again, it feels like you'll think, oh, I said this joke, and then there was another, the number went slightly higher, but then I said this thing for a sec, or it was quiet for 2 seconds longer, and then it left. Fuck, I'm doing it wrong. And so on. You'll pay constant attention to who's there or not. And it also actually, I think, genuinely makes it bad for you. Makes it bad for you in trying to learn how to chat and fill silence, the way I was saying. Because obviously you want to, if there's people there, then you want to, you know, be engaging with them. And if there's nobody there, then you'll just like talk to yourself and stuff. Like, that's normal. But if you're too focused on exactly when there's someone there or not, you'll end up just kind of thinking like, oh, okay, there's no one here, only one person here, or whatever, so I'll just kind of chill now. And the second your numbers go up, you'll be like really, really hyper-focused and anxious about trying to perform well and do everything, and then it'll be unnatural. Whereas you want to try and give yourself a balance of just talking and entertaining yourself the whole time and not relying on exactly who's watching. And it's hard. It's hard, especially when you're starting out, especially because, you know, everyone runs into streams sometimes where straight up no one will come. I know for a lot of you guys, because of my, like, you know, my sub count or whatever being over 1K, or because you guys are regular Rekigachi, so used to being here when there's a lot of people chatting. When you're starting out, it'll look to you like, you know, like you're a way smaller person and I'm like big and, I don't know, locked in and like I'm good, I'm smooth sailing. But even I have plenty of streams. I've streamed before when there's literally 0 people there. Or I've had streams where someone only shows up halfway through, or like there's one person but they're just lurking the whole time and I'm talking nothing. Or times where it's like, you know, there are people there but then they just kind of sit and lurk for half of it. That's normal. And it will happen to everyone. You kind of have to learn to talk through those times, that there's still something for people to engage with when they do get there, or most importantly, to enjoy yourself. Because if you spend all of your time worrying about who's there or not, then like, you just won't be happy. Because you'll just think, oh man, no one was here. Whereas what you want to do is have fun, and then have fun on your own, so that when people do come in, they're like, wow, this person's having fun. But yeah, it's tricky, and it's a thing with a lot of nuance, but basically, all of that was my way of saying, hey, don't look at your CCV. Keep your eyes off that goddamn number. So yeah, if you don't have a second monitor, then you can use your phone and watch the stream to open chat. If you do, please use that instead. Do not look at your CCV. Anyway, what the fuck is a transfer request? Transfer veteran Umusme to other teams to get reward. Whoa! Transfer requests allow you to transfer veteran Umusme to other teams in exchange for rewards. Not between transfer veteran Umusme. Oh, so you can like give other people your old Umas? Whoa! That's pretty goated. Let me know, by the way, if the game's too loud or quiet or anything, by the way. We'll only play for like a few minutes, but... The rules are already preparing the requirements. In addition, each request is ranked the higher the rank, the better rules. Wow! A runner who does well in dirt races. I have a lot of those, but I don't want to give them all away. Well, at least I mean, I know I won't end up giving away my good, my good ones that I use all the time because they're my team trials. So I guess I can technically give away one of my other uraras. Requesting on track attitude, epithet graded giant. Won a graded race? Oh, I see. Okay. Well, all of mine have won a graded race. What do I get from this? I get 5 urara stars. I don't really need those right now. Let me go see which stars I need. I need thanks. I mean, thanks, Sol. I appreciate the advice. Oh, yes, Swimmy. Bye-bye. Yes, Swimmy. I'm glad it helped. Feel free to ask me for anything in the future, and I look forward to you becoming a VTuber, Uno. I'm so excited to support you. Most streamers are like, yeah, exactly. But when you're actually being the streamer, you kind of forget what it feels like to be the audience. So it's important to be able to just do things. This is also part of why it's important to do things that you enjoy and think about what you'll actually be passionate about, and then how you can make that into a stream or make it entertaining, rather than just doing what you think is popular or that you should do and then working backwards. Because if you enjoy yourself, then it won't matter so much who's there. How many hotties do you have? I think like 30 at the moment. Hang on. Filters. Dot, sprint, late. 1, 2, 3, 1, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 Haru Urara veterans at the moment. Although I used to have more because I delete them every now and then. I delete some of my old ones. 30, yeah, I told you. Happy 10 a.m. It's time for breakfast. Hello, I'm eating my lunch as well. I made some bullshit. Do you want some? We're dicking around and doing some dailies while I eat some bullshit. And then when it's like 3, I'll have to go. Hey, man, I love you. I love you too. You can try some of the bullshit first if you want. It's a 1-pot rice cooker recipe where I just kind of put a bunch of shit in with the rice and it's really yummy. Nom. I see what you're joking now. Exactly, you understand. Oh, she's only 15 away from getting her next star level up. Okay, maybe I will get some stars for her then. Who else could be unlocked? My Teos are both nearly 5 stars. I don't know who else I'm close to. Actually, I've got all the outfits for all of my Umas now, right? Because in Uma Musume, you get their unique outfits like this once they hit like once they're 3 stars or above. I guess I've got them for all of my current Umas. Okay, wait, I will do some transferring stuff then, because I want to get some extra Urara stars, and then she can ascend again. Speaking of your daughter, I'm working coloring sketch made for you. Yay! Yippee! I'm excited to see it. Yeah, I love Urara as my daughter. She's daughter. That's my child. I literally raised her. I adopted her. Like, I have the adoption papers legally. Let me find my lowest B rank, because all it needs is to be dirt B and win a graded race, right? So it doesn't even need to be one of these ones, right? It can just be some fucking C rank or D rank on it. There's one in a graded race. What did I give me your details? That one is graded giant. Can I give that? I can. Yay! Okay, I got 5 Urara stars. What the fuck does confident in her tenacity mean? Guts D or higher? Oh. I mean, I probably have older Uraras I can get for this as well, actually. Guts D plus. I might give this grass wonder instead. I feel bad, even though I've done a billion Uraras so I can get rid of them all, I feel bad getting rid of any of my Uraras because I like seeing the collection of infinite ones. But also you only have so much space in veterans, so you have to give them away eventually. But I know I'm not going to use a random C rank barrage shower, so I might give her instead. Literally just Guts D, so I can use the lowest one that I have. There we go. Oh wait, I'm stupid. I should have done Urara because my point is that I'm trying to get her stars. I'm dumb. Confident in her tenacity. Will this give me stars? It will not. So I don't need to do this actually. Run her at decent speed. Okay. Interesting. Didn't it say it ends in like 7 hours? Oh, I want more Urara stars. Oh, the current ones end then. Okay. You get a present from them for Valentine's Day! Wait! Oh my god, wait, do you get to choose multiple? Do you get to choose multiple? Because there's some that I'm a little more yearful about, but I want one from my daughter. Daughter, give me a little gift. Platonically. You can only get one per day, okay. Oh my god. My daughter's gonna give me a little treat. Oh my god! Oh, that's how she's so cute! Thank you, sweetheart! Oh, that's handmade chocolate! Wait, where is it? Where is it? It's in the archive in my inventory. Let me see it. Let me see. Recovers 30 TP. Oh, I want to see it. Do I just get... Okay, I won't use it until I need TP. Oh my god, my daughter! Get many over the course of 7 days. These are like 2-3 finalists depend. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Oh my god, I love her. I love her. Okay, let's do my daily scout. I still want the fucking Urara! I want the Urara, but it's paid! It's paid gacha! Why does it have to be paid gacha? I have so much fucking free gacha on me, but I don't have paid gacha! But whatever. Let me go do my daily free one. Let's go do a free pull on Admire Vega. I just partook in some Aldi sushi for my lunch. Came an explanation as to what wasabi is. Probably the whitest sushi in the distance. Oh dear god. Yeah, British grocery store sushi is always awesome. I think some of them can do it semi-decently. I think in my experience, Sainsbury's is like fine. Pretty much everywhere else, garbage. Aldi sounds like some of the whitest. I feel like so many British places try and swap out all of the sushi ingredients for like white TM ones anyway. Like M&S and stuff, their sushi is so bad. The rice will be the driest thing you've ever tasted, and they'll be like, okay, well what if instead of it having like salmon and avocado in here, it had a little bit of a dry salmon, and then we had what about some lettuce? And I'm like, some what? They just put random shit in. It'd be like lettuce and carrots and just everything you'd find in a regular British meal instead. I do not have any team trials. Actually, you can auto team trials now, can't you? I haven't played in so long. How's rice dry? Exactly! I want sushi now. Me too, Loki. With £2 saved making a lunch, I'm not complaining. Yeah, that's fair. How do you dry rice? By them cooking it wrong. And also, they definitely cook it in a pan instead of in a rice cooker. And then they just kind of leave it really stale and they don't put enough water and stuff in it. I haven't done team trials in forever. Let's go. Don't they let you alter through old team trials now? I don't remember. Because it used to really bug me how non-automated it was. Dude, the bullshit I cooked came out so good. I'm so glad I made some bullshit today. It's so yummy. It's so yummy. However, yes, I did need a drink alongside every piece. Yeah, exactly. I don't know why it's lagging so much. Oh, let's go! I'm goated. It's so laggy. Oh, we lost. Never mind. Yippee. You'd think for the kind of game that Uma Musume is, that they'd have more, like, optimization options, but they simply don't, and it's really odd to me. The only thing in the settings you can do to optimize the way it runs is specifically you can turn off the weather effects when you're racing. That's it. I don't know why that's the only fucking option you get. Because I feel like it should not be lagging this much on me. What we got? Yay, we're goated! I mean, egg fried rice. No, you misunderstand, bro. Like, yeah, you can cook rice into a pan for stuff like egg fried rice, but for most white people, especially in Britain, they don't have rice cookers altogether. They just shove rice into like a regular like saucepan with a bit of water and call it a day. They cook it like it's pasta. They also usually won't wash it first. And the end result that they get is generally rice that's either mushy or dry and hard or both. So that's part of why a lot of the grocery store sushi here is bad. I mean, it's also just Aussie in general. But... That's criminal. Yeah, exactly. And the thing is as well, when you try to buy a rice cooker here, you have to be really specific about it. Because if you get a regular rice cooker, I don't know if you ever played Project Sekai. I have. Hi, Sun Lily. I have played Project Sekai. I'm a Project Sekai fan. I've done Project Sekai covers and also written English lyrics for them. But yes, I have. I haven't had it installed on my iPad in ages because I haven't had space for it. But I really do need to get it back again. I'm a Wonder Show stan, by the way, in case it wasn't obvious. What was I going to say? But yeah, so once you do try to buy a rice cooker as well, it's really fucking annoying because if you try to buy a rice cooker from any normal place in the UK, just like a general one, then you will not get something good. You'll get one that's made again specifically for like British white people who want to feel fancy, like they want to feel like they've got like a super fancy all-in-one rice flow super fancy steam cooker, right? And it's always low-key one of my ways of telling it. Hello. It's short. Fanta.
Okay.
Question mark.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye bye. Hello. Nary says hi.
Hello, I do say hi.
I was out singing Olaying for a few minutes before I logged in.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Any. Never came in to ask me if I wanted a drink. I forgot what I was saying. Right, yeah. Personally, one of my ways of telling, if you go buy a rice cooker in the UK or in most American places, and it's like, honestly, half the times the ones with the glasses are worse here. But if it doesn't look 50 years old and have like a language on it that you can't read, then it's not gonna be any good. All of the new ones you can get here from any store, especially from any cooking store here, they try so hard to be fancy and to be like to make you feel like you're a fancy gourmet kitchen with all kinds of different devices, but they just suck. The rice that you make in them will suck. It will not be much better than if you made it in a pan. It's just made a little bit quicker. And for some reason in all of those, I feel like your rice goes moldy and nasty and sticky and stinky within like one day. Like it'll go bad overnight of being left in there. Whereas with the current rice cooker we had, which is some beat up one we got on Facebook Marketplace secondhand, an actual Asian one, like, you know, you can leave rice in there overnight and have leftovers in the morning or something if you need to. Frankly, you could probably get away with it for a couple days if you have to. And it's fine, and it cooks well. You can cook whatever you want in there. You can have a whole like one pot meal in there. But yeah. In the UK and in a lot of places like this, people just cook rice in regular pans like it's pasta and it comes out ass. And if you try to get a rice cooker, it'll just do the same thing. A lot of white people don't even consider needing one. And like when you mention it, they'll be like, what? Just why would you need a rice cooker? Specifically for rice? Huh? Speaking of covers, when the hell did you do an infinity cover? Like my friend found it and told me I was stunned by the things that, oh, I'm glad you liked it. That was something that I did last year with Narians and Friends for 60cc, which was a chorus challenge where we had to do the entire thing within 6 days. In fact, there's actually a couple streams that Nary and I did where I was doing the art and Nary's doing the mixing. But if you ever want to see all the covers and stuff I do, there's playlists on my channel that you can find by looking through the playlists or also just on the homepage of my channel for every cover that I've been in and every like art thing that I've done and stuff like that. But yeah, that was a really fun cover to do. Let's go continue our career for a little bit. But yeah, so that one was 60cc, so we did the entire thing within 6 days. Like, we weren't even allowed to do, I think at most we might have been allowed to start line distribution before the 6-day thing was up. That was it. And there was only 4 of us total. There were us 3 vocalists and there was Nary. So within those 6 days, we all recorded, did the whole mixing and everything, did the art and the video and stuff. I think the video actually got done within just 1 as well. It was very fun. It was a very fun challenge. I kind of want to do it again. Okay, right. Where were we? We were at 9,000. Right, we're on this goal, which we've already cleared fully. And we just had our crazy fucking summer camp, didn't we? She clearly needs to rest now, but I think I also could race. See if there's a good race out. If there's a better one tomorrow, then I won't. There are no better ones. Okay, let's race today. Not like she can train anyway, she's dead. Dude, this bullshit is so yummy. Yeah, that's my girl. I love Urara. This run we've gotten is so fucking lucky overall, guys. I still can't believe we had that fucking summer camp time that we had in Los Umos room. How perfectly it came out. It's actually insane. Oh. I'm being sent back to log in anyway. I forgot that it was reset. Yay, more treats. Yeah, I'm glad you like my Infinity cover. I think there's a lot of covers that I've been in that people aren't aware of because I don't really promote them enough. Maybe I should. I've considered before going back and like clipping them to put them on like my shorts and stuff like that. And I really want to do more short covers in general as well. Oh, I can get another gift now! I can get another gift now. Okay, let's get one from Digiton. It's a new day. Hi, Digiton! Happy Valentine! I love Digiton. She's just like me for real. She's literally my Kinda. She's literally me. That's me. That's me. That's literally Uma Musume Emi. Okay, you know what? Before we go, I'm going to do a little bit of gacha as a treat. Because I won't go much through our career at the moment anyway, since I'm just kind of clicking around and doing daily stuff. And I need to go lock in soon. Where do I want to pull? I could pull for Maya Vega, but I don't particularly want to. I love her, but she's not... doesn't spark anything for me. I should probably do some support card scouting, but also I like scouting for Umas more. I want the Urara New Year so bad! But that costs money. That costs real money. Okay, let's do some support card gacha. We'll do a little bit. Digiton's Chaos, I'm pretty sure you're in it. What do you mean pretty sure? She straight up is. Yeah, I love her. She's a... what's my word? She's a Hime Joshi and I love her. And we can I portal over to your house instead of being on my own in my dorm room in the Academy of Alchemy and Artificery? Sure! She's cute. No wonder she's cute. She's literally... exactly! She's literally me. She's dressed into Korra and she is a Hime Joshi. She writes Yuri about the other Umas and stuff. All of her skills are based around the fact that she's a Wota. Oh! Hi, Kawakami Princess! Just as we were speaking to Serena! Hi, Kawakami Princess! Let's go! Kita-san, I'm a real Umumoshi fan, so I don't quote Tannhaus or Mambo. But yeah. Yeah, I know Kita-san and Tannhaus are coming soon. So I won't spend all my gacha, but I did want to do a little bit. And that's fucking perfect. That's a great line of SRs we got as well. Oh my god, thank you, Serena, for channeling your power through me. Good afternoon. Hi, Maha! It's me, I portaled into the game. Correct! Wrong button. That card's so pretty! Oh, I didn't realize I got one to uncap as well. Hi, Maha! We're just doing a little bit of my Uma daily stuff while we yap before I go lock in. I hope you're having a good day. I'm doing good because I made some bullshit in the rice cooker and it's very yummy. And I got to chat with Rakigachi, so I'm happy. Hi, Kawakami Princess. What does this card in flavor text say? Welcome to the land of dreams, Umanda Kingdom. Oh, wait, hang on. I need to do the Kawakami voice. Welcome to the land of dreams, Umanda Kingdom. I'm the princess of this land. Today is the day that I finally tie the knot with my prince. My people are in high spirits, ready to celebrate. I stand at the altar, dressed in my gown, as my prince slowly approaches. And just when I reach out to take his hand, out pops a large throng of enemies and their goons. Of course, the princess, together with the prince, will beat the bad guys to a pulp. As a princess and as a bride, I charge into battle. Happiness is something you must take by force! I love her. I love Kawakami Princess. She's so silly. She's so cute. Hope you have a great day as well. Enjoy your rice cooker as well. Yeah, I will. Good luck looking in. Thank you. Thank you. I think I will have a good time looking in. That's part of why I wanted to stream today. Because actually, I've had a really, productive day today so far. I've been trying to force myself back into getting up earlier. Because I used to be an early bird, whether I liked it or not. Just like my body would do that, regardless of how late I slept. But lately, especially after getting ADHD meds and stuff, my body kind of went in the other direction. I've been sleeping in all the time, and it really bugs me because it throws off my day. So I've been trying to get myself into getting up earlier and specifically doing more earlier so I feel like I can get more done and have more reason to get up early in the day. And it's been really nice. It's been really nice. I'm finally making good progress with it. Like, what was I gonna say? Today, when I got up, I started doing all my laundry. I'm washing my sheets and everything, freshening out my bed sheets. I cleaned up our kitchen, took our trash and stuff like that, did a bunch of dishes, organized everything. I made my rice cooker bullshit. I had stream now just for a couple hours. I'm trying to remind myself that I can do all of these things in one day. Because I have a tendency to kind of lock in on one specific task that I have and then push everything to the side, and then if I don't end up getting that task done, if I end up procrastinating or doing something else, getting sidetracked, then it feels like I've done nothing for the whole day and I feel bad about it, you know? But it's nice to remind myself that all of these things, like, there is enough time for them all. I can do that. I can do those things without sacrificing my own well-being and, you know, without, like, sacrificing anything else in the process. I can just do that. Oh my gosh, productivity, yeah! The meds have really helped with this, because I actually haven't taken my meds today yet. That's part of why I made my rice cooker bullshit that I was saying. Because I always make some bullshit for breakfast because I need to have, like, eggs and milk and stuff in order to take my meds and not get nauseous, because they kind of eat up all the fat in your body, so I need something higher in fat. But I'm also lazy in the morning. So I did my rice cooker thing so I could just continue cleaning up or setting up stream or whatever while it was cooking. But yeah, I haven't taken my meds yet, but those have helped a lot in changing my perspective in the idea that I can just do multiple things in a day. And it's not even necessarily that I want to do all those things so that to make sure that I'm being productive, but more just because, like, it's it feels nice to not feel limited, you know, to not feel held back. Because after I got medicated for ADHD, it was way easier to do more than one thing in a day and not feel like the day is just like up and I've done, you know, my amount of things. Like I've passed my limit. But then also, now, even though I'm not on them today, because my perspective's been changed like that, I'm like reminding myself like, oh, I can do it. I can make myself do it. Yay! Because beforehand, speed E or higher. Because beforehand, it's like all of the effort that it takes to go from one task to another, to actually focus on multiple things, etc. Just kind of drains you in between everything, and then you end up spending so much time in choice paralysis rather than getting anything done. It's a lot easier now. Yay, yay, yay. And slowly, one day, maybe if I'm lucky, eventually, hopefully, I'll get to a point that I can actually do this kind of stuff and like eat and go outside and everything and also stream regularly and not feel torn between the two. That's the goal. I want to be able to live a normie life at the same time as streaming. This is a really nice way to clear out some of your old veterans, actually. This is neat. There we go. Hello! I'm about to wrap up as well.
Can you see by the chat?
Yeah, sure. Neri's come to say hi and also bye.
Hi, and also bye.
Wait, let me go here. But yeah, okay. I did some Musume dailies and we yapped and I ate some bullshit. I gave advice to Una. Actually, let me see if I can raid into anyone while we're here.
Oh, good idea.
Because I keep forgetting to do that. And I'm actually not ending at a random bullshit time today, so I might be able to.
Hey.
Musume, please go away. You're very distracting. I hope you guys have fun chatting. And you guys can say hi to Neri. Hello, Elmo Lineth. That's a fun name. Hello.
That is a fun name.
Are you like Lineth who is an Elmo, or are you like Elmo who's named Lineth?
I can hardly
I would
see
love
chat. I don't have my glasses on.
a YouTube that is working. Yeah, okay, sure. Yes, works. Yes, works. Hi, everyone saying hello to you, Neri.
Hi. My voice is not working. I woke up like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, I know. Gubodig. Gubodig.
Gubodig.
Ohayo.
Ohayo.
Is there any pony live other than like Vox Akuma?
You should raid Vox Akuma.
I'm not going to do that. Okay, no. There is no pony. So, yeah, that is also it, because I just came to say hi to you guys and have a little chat and eat my lunch and everything together before I go and do a billion work, because I still have a billion deadlines. But thank you guys for chatting and hanging out with me. It was nice to have a little stop in, and it was nice to yap about VTuber advice and everything, and about Uma. I won't be streaming tomorrow or anything. I will try to stream Monday, but then for a lot of the rest, for like the middle of the rest of next week. Not that sentence was for the middle of next week. I will be away for half of it, so I'll try to squeeze something in Monday before I go. But then you guys won't see me again until the weekend. Sniffle, whimper. But for now, if your day is about to end, then oyasumi. And if it's just getting started, have a very lucky day. Bye bye. Bye bye.